Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence. I'm the mysterious JG.
Son, I'm proud of you. You played a major role in defeating the Oda. If you hadn't prevented the Azai Asakura advance, the siege of Gifu might have failed.
What are you saying, Daddy? Very cute. Alright, well, it's domestic turn time, and after a siege of Nagashima Castle, which should go fairly smoothly with the troop counts that I'm bringing to the fight, I'd be curious to see what happens here with, these guys are less directly in our path. If I allied with them just to get them off of my flank, them taking Kamayama Castle would be just fine, because we're going to need to... Well, Nijo Palace is currently held by the Miyoshi. I imagine we're just going to have to crush the Rokoku and get rid of them. They're in the way. The Kitabatake clan is much less in our way. We'll want to deal with them eventually. We could either just let an alliance take its course and crush them, or possibly just... We're powerful enough that if we got them up to 100 trust, we could probably just make them a vassal, which is a definite thing you want to start thinking about when it's like you just don't want to have to conquer every castle. You just need to have flanks that you are not worried about. Alright, let's see here. So I know we've got upgrades to do. So we can get an inn here. And unfortunately that's going to be it. I can't do all the upgrades. Probably should have actually done a less critical one there. I need to get people in these places. Who do I have there now? Why do I have any officers who can do that? Oh, the guy we just hired is there. Okay. What's his loyalty look like? He's good. Now he'll drop down to 13 out of required 11 if I bring in a new castle lord, which I need to do. So we've got nobody at Gujo Hachiman. All right, well let's do what we usually do. Find somebody whose loyalty is not completely shitter. Oh wow! Natsuko Sasaki, I have not been looking after you properly, I guess. Oh, Yoshitatsu isn't dead anymore, or dying. He'd make a good overseer. Hold on a second. Grimmer Reaper, no, he's not, he's just at the low end of being in the blue. Oh, I'm not sorted by loyalty anymore. So that's what happened there. Okay, I think I had them sorted backwards. So where is she now? Ogaki. So I moved her to Ogaki, which is one of these frontline castles. Who do I have here now if I pull her out to be the lord of the castle? She was going to be my political monster at that place. Let's pull her out and make her lord of Gifu. And then we'll get somebody else to replace her at that castle. And Gifu's going to need a lot of good people, but we're about to get a huge number of officers from the Oda, so it won't really be a huge problem. We've actually pulled enough dudes out of Tsutsujigasaki Palace that it barely seems like it's staffed better than our average city at this point. No, that was backwards. I need to hit Ogaki first and then Tokado. And let's take a look at Tokado. How much more... Is Takato a place where we've done a lot of stuff with, building the castle up, where I need a bunch of really high-end... Well, Takato... No, Takato's one that... Yeah, Takato could get a Bailey and a turret, but... it's not that big a deal. I don't think they're ever getting a castle facility because I don't care about Buddhist temples, chapels, or tea retreats. Buddhist temple would be the most useful of those to me, but they're not really that amazing. So I think I can just afford to drain its political talent. Like, I'll take their best and leave them with somebody who's not garbage, just so they can kind of slowly keep building, but... They are far away enough from being fully developed. It is not going to happen anytime real soon. So we'll take their current overseer out, and they'll be stuck with an overseer who has a poll in the 60s, which is okay. So be on my way to Ugaki Castle. So now their overseer should default to being... Oh, it doesn't tell me here, does it? I guess I could just quick, could do a phantom move that I don't intend to actually pull out. Nope, they haven't reassigned an overseer yet, but it should end up being that guy. I'd imagine the AI will get that right. I don't think I need to go back and check behind. Alright. No, we can't do all of these, but we can do some of them. Probably just want that guy to stick as being overseer for this turn. We know what we do in this game with our... Whoa, what do we want here? You will be touching... That could end up being anything. This is commerce. No, it's agriculture with a hunting ground. Do we want hunting ground? No, not at all. Okay, let's start pulling that one back immediately. We're going through all the gold again this turn, aren't we? It's the price of development, I guess. I can't see what these guys are at. They may already be at A, but let's hold off until I don't have to lose my overseer. Alright, maybe we aren't going to spend all the gold because there's too many places where the officers that we need to do this are not positioned for it. JG Mystery's still hanging out down here. Okay, I think the only places that are left are places where I'm strategically waiting. Alright, so who is... Do I have anyone dispatched to Gujo Hachiman? No, I don't, because I've still got the message that it's got no help whatsoever. I think we send Yoshitatsu Saito there and hope that it helps his loyalty. Gifu. Well, we just saw... Almendretta would be a good choice to be up there. She certainly needs to be moved somewhere closer to the front lines. She's not technically... Oh, no, she is the overseer here, but there's somebody who's almost as good that can sort of wait in the wings. Kuma Arisato. I don't want to just abandon that city. Is there somebody who could take over behind Vulture Bean? I think it's time to move Baldo clan and have them take over the new castle. Except that Jaxor's is in the middle of stuff, so I'll cancel that plan outright. Maybe it's time for Zerfina to spread on her own. JG Mystery could be replaced by an 80... There's two different people with 88 pull who could replace him. So I think I'll only leave the city with one person with pull that high, honestly. Because they... That's Okazaki Castle. It's kind of a big deal. But I don't think it's as big a deal as Hamamatsu Castle. Alright. Gifu. Let's get some more talent heading this way. It's not going to be a terribly important castle, but it's a long path. It's difficult for anyone to attack me from this direction without giving me time to reinforce. But it's still a frontline castle, so we should have some decent guys up there. Oh boy, Sunpu Palace is so far from the front line. It's just got garbage officers there now. Kind of on the lookout for created officers who's just been lost in the... Ryu Ryotoshi hasn't had a chance to do a whole lot. Let's have him up there, just if anyone does attack. We've got a really good military officer up there. He hasn't gotten a lot of chance to shine in this. He was pretty helpful in a couple of the fights against the Hojo and the Uesugi before the Hojo were our allies, but... I mean, the thing is, I shouldn't be worrying about this too much right now because when we get those Oda prisoners back to base, we're just gonna have a bunch of new officers. So let's go ahead and let things move along.
We march.
Attacking from multiple sides. I don't know how this is going to work out. It's just Bobo right now.
Let's go.
They've apparently got tribes supporting them.
Understood.
These are not smart tribes. Alright, Bond Breaker, speed, melee, or just charge? It's flat land. I think charge is actually the answer.
We show our pride. Let's go.
It's not a wussy unit we're fighting here, but... Oh, they're inflicting more on them than we are on us, so now they're charging us. But they're about to get wiped out. A good clean fight where I use an underhanded bond breaker tactic. Well, these guys put a real hurting on Bobo, but assuming this is it for them and they can't keep fighting, we've got this. Oh, but this guy is apparently also with their... Oh, yeah! They deployed this guy. He wasn't sitting on the castle itself. So he actually does... This is not a tribe that supported them. This is another unit that came.
Begin.
So we have to... They got horses, no rifles. The morale is dipping.
Let's go. Not bad.
Beat an enemy right in front of their castle. I think just... we're going to have enough troops. Bobo's unit has been depleted, but we've got these other units coming in. So rather than having to spend the money on rebuilding these walls, we'll just encircle. Next turn, I need to think about saving up enough money to do some road building around Gifu and Gujo Hachiman. I kind of forgot about that. We're getting closer to where we're going to get our new... like, we spent some... We sold some food. You kind of have to when you play as a conservative clan. You don't have gold income. You have high food income. But I'm pretty happy with how I managed it. There was a few times where I felt like I was splurging a lot. But I kind of always had some idea. So let's see what to do with the captives. We've got Nobunaga Oda and... Hideyoshi Kinoshita, Mitsuhide Toshi Maeda, Katsue Shibata, Nagahide Niwa, Kicho, of course. Naga Kinoshita, that's, I think that's Hideyoshi's brother? So this is a lot of really good officers here, guys. Like, even Nene is a great domestic officer. Like, Matsu's even better. Kicho's even better. Like, the females from the Oda clan that are kind of like... They statted them up pretty nice, but they didn't want to make them like warriors because this isn't samurai warriors. They're not silly about it. But they did want to kind of stat them up, so yeah, they're all really good. So we just got 55 new officers. Never thought I'd end up under you. I'll need some time. Time to build robots. If you ask them to conquer Kyoto, they will do it for you. Robots.
You want me with you? Gladly. I'll prove your decision was sound.
So yeah, I guess our concerns about not having enough officers to spread around were a little bit premature. Oh, don't you guys start. You took a castle, take your win, and back the fuck off. Maybe they'll just, like, park there and watch. Nope, they're gonna break this up. Well, fuck. Which sucks, because I don't want to go to war with them. Can't send Vulture. Mazuyuki, you are going to have to deal with this, then.
Understood.
This is everything. Show your spirit. Yeah, I didn't want to be at war with these guys. This will delay my plan to start doing diplomacy with them. Mazuyuki... Ooh, this might be difficult. He'll win this one, but when the reinforcements pop in, it won't be so hot.
Let's go.
Maybe I should have just left that castle alone, come for it later. I figured we could sweep in and get it with the big army marching back from Oda territory, but that may have been unwise. Mazuyuki, a pretty damn good unit commander to have, though.
Attack.
He's got Cunning Fox.
Understood.
I think the thing to do is hold and see if we can get in a position where both units are here and we can Cunning Fox against them. Although maybe I just want to use it now because it's already they're already being problematic.
Settle this. Well, let's get started.
This isn't really going that well, is it? Okay, he came in from behind, so... Maybe he'll be stuck on the water for a while.
Well, let's get started.
Yeah, we got greatly weakened. That was not a tactic we wanted to get hit with.
Time to show our pride.
Damn, son. They are not making this easy on us.
Pull back.
I think we got to try to get out of here.
Understood.
I think we are not going to be able to defeat Tsuno Watanabe because that was the clan leader, and he used some really nasty tactics on us.
Follow my lead.
I'm just trying to avoid like a complete loss. Like, and see if we can get Mazuyuki out of there and not risk his capture. Well, I mean, as long as he doesn't die, I guess.
Leave it to me.
So there's no way we're winning unless Mazuyuki dies. If he gets captured, we just deploy some unit to get him back. I could try to bring somebody else in to save the day. Oh, but he already got wiped out? No. It has to be, it would have to be the actual main force here, unfortunately.
Understood.
I might have just lost Nagashima Castle. Or would have to find somebody else to get it done. Yeah, Vulture Bronco can come out and assist. As long as Mazuyuki doesn't die, we're okay. You are supposed to be... Oh, you're not positioned to help. I don't think you can escape, but, Oh, hold on. Can we get him out and have the tribals with us for us, or is it too late? It is too late.
Let's go. Leave it to me. Acknowledged.
Yeah, alright, just don't die.
Let's pull back.
Don't lose often, and I hate to lose with a guy like that. He's routed, that lowered popularity, but he didn't die, so that's kind of fine, honestly. It looks like we've got enough troops here to actually... That doesn't make sense. Maybe they're still counting his numbers. We should have lost our siege. Maybe it won't progress. And we didn't lose what progress we have made? Nope. It's incomplete. Oh, but we still didn't lose the progress. That's good. Alright, Masatoshi Hoshina, you do not have as high... Your stats are okay, but they're not as high as Mazuyuki's would have been, but you've got the numbers. Let's get a little revenge from Mazuyuki.
Let's go. Leave it to me. Follow my lead.
Yeah, this guy's unit not... Whoa, he's pretty good too. They should appear to have sent their very best troops. Not that surprising because they were attacking a castle.
Right. Watch how we do battle.
Alright, so we'll lower our speed and try to stick with ranged. And if they strengthen up, then we just immediately cancel because we've got enough points left for that.
This. What's the matter? Scared?
Goes doo-doo. And there you go. Now, well, no, they still have their strengthening of their ranged attack, so I don't know. They basically evened the fight, but that won't be enough when we have this much numerical advantage.
Watch how we do battle. Leave it to me.
It's not that great with our speed slowed, but...
Watch how we do battle.
The raised defense will be useful. Nullify strengthening doesn't seem to have done anything. It got rid of one, but not both of their ranged icons that I don't really fully understand what they mean. Yeah, I want you to shoot them.
Understood.
I'm going to use concentrate again here any second.
With this.
No, they're charging. Okay. You know what? Fair enough. Let's just take it. Yeah, we'll suspend the battle.
Let us
We're going to get the message that we have a castle encircled, but we don't have enough troops. That's...
reporting in.
Yeah, but we got reinforcements coming. We are going to beat those
Here's
guys
last
off.
month's balance.
Bobo can probably withdraw and let this other unit come in and take over the siege.
Reporting in.
Once they pull back, all the training's paid off. So, yeah, Bobo will probably pull out. Once we add them, we still won't have enough. Oh, no, we don't want to pull anyone off. We lost the unit. Okay. So it'll be Bronco, Bobo, or that guy, as I was calling him. The tribes and Masatoshi will still be enough to take Nagashima, assuming we finish this fight quickly and the Kitabatake don't send anyone else. And it looks like they might be sending someone else. So the most annoying part of this for me really is that now we're going to be hostile with the Kitabatake, and my plan was to ally them just to have one less thing to worry about. They're not close enough to Nijo Palace that we have to deal with them. The logical path to do... We could go through here and try to ignore the Azai, but we've got to take these guys out because they are going to be in the way, and I'm thinking they are probably allied with the Azai. Yeah. They're also allied with these warrior monks of Shaolin Temple, but that doesn't really matter right now. They're interested in allying with us because they hate the Kitabatake, but the Kitabatake are the ones I want to ally with because these guys will be in the goddamn way while we are trying to take Nijo Palace. So we can't... they are in awe. The Miyoshi clan is in awe and interested in us, but there's no point in allying with them. Our ultimate objective is to take Nijo Palace, and they have it. And these guys are too weak to make a difference. Same goes for these guys. Wouldn't be the worst idea... Oh, that's the Ashika clan. I thought that was the Mori. Oh, the Mori haven't taken over yet. The Amago clan are still here. The Mori events, I don't know if they've happened. Oh, no, they have. The Amago are down to one city. Yeah, like keeping the Mori at bay with long-term diplomacy isn't a bad idea at all. But I think we're still far away enough from them to even negotiate with them. Yeah, they're too far away. Because we're going to want to... We're going to want to have them pacified probably before we deal with the Uesugi. It's not like we can't handle them, but... I mean, they could be kind of a nuisance. But I'm not planning to expand far enough west to meet them. But having them... Having the ability to kind of flick the switch off if they decide to pull something on our western flank while we're dealing with the Uesugi would be nice. It'd be worth more than a few shekels to just be able to get the Mori to back off if they decide to jump in at an inopportune time. Yeah, alright, so it's a little on the early side, but I think we can call it a video. And when we come back, we'll do a full domestic turn. Then it looks like we are, despite the efforts of the Kitabatake to be an irritant, we are going to be able to hold, or take Nagashima Castle. That'll fully take this valley to be ours, other than this little bit they hold. And I think what we're going to do then is just try to avoid provoking them, let the period of war cool off, butter them up, make an alliance, and rather than trying to march through their territory of like this pass here, which isn't actually, I always think it looks like you can go through here, you can't. They don't really have a good route. It looks like they've got a good route to Nijo Palace. They don't. We're going to have to go through the Azai, who've been an enemy of ours for a long time now. It's tempting to take out the Asakura, but they're not on our path. It's better to just guard against them. But we want to take the Azai, then we're going to need to take the Rokkoku, and these guys are a little bit more powerful than I thought with 3 castles, but really... It's going to be Azai first, then Rokkoku, then Miyoshi, which is actually, as far as these things go, you know, the Uesugi have taken enough beatings from us that they've actually been knocked farther down than I thought they were. And the Shimazu will never be relevant in this story. I will have won by warband victory before we ever encounter Shimazu. So really, the Mori and the Miyoshi are actually... the biggest threats, even though we have them both. Even combined, combined they have a little bit more than us, but the Mori are too far away. We'll be starting to deal with them right around the time we've knocked the Miyoshi off the map, so they're not in a position to ally against us or anything like that. But I'm like, I keep thinking, oh, the Miyoshi, they're no big deal. No, the Miyoshi are actually going to be the next big challenge. They are, as far as like number of cities, they are bigger than the Oda were. Don't have quite as awesome an officer corps, and they're spread out, But yeah, they're on both Honshu and I always forget the name of this island. Rokaku. They're like, we're not going to take out the Miyoshi completely without fully committing to it. We can take Nijo Palace and basically set up in such a way that they have no ability to take it back from us. But like actually just crushing them utterly would be a pain in the ass. I think we're better off taking Nijo Palace than finishing off the Uesugi forever and seeing how close we are to a war ban once we've done that. There's going to come a point where just to get enough cities to do a war ban, I'm just going to try to find the simplest directions to expand in. But honestly, I don't see us pushing too far west of Nijo Palace. I think once we've got Nijo, we're probably just like, all right, well, if we take out the Uesugi, maybe then we finally decide to put an end to the Asakura once and for all, move up here, put an end to these goddamn Buddhist warrior monks who won't pay their fucking taxes, because we'll already be up in this territory while dealing with the Uesugi anyway. Take out these guys who we don't really have a fight with, other than the fact that they're the next logical clan to fall. And the Uesugi have built these secret, like, Cobra, style underwater base that rises up as an Uesugi logo that planes can fly into. So that'll be annoying, but that's probably going to be the last Uesugi base, honestly. But yeah, like once we've got this much, will that be enough for a warband victory? Maybe not, but probably just want to consolidate that, and then, I'm thinking way too far ahead here. At that point, we might start pushing west just to until we've taken enough castles to end this thing. But end it we will. It's going to take. It's not over yet, folks. But we're with the defeat of the Oda. I think we're very much into the falling action. I think we've basically won this game. It's really a matter of seeing if I can step on the gas and get it won before Shingen manages to die of old age on us and ruin the ability to see that last story event. I guess before we call it a video, I can check on Shingen himself. He's 46. He's already lived past the time he's supposed to, but he didn't die of natural causes, so I think the game will be good to us and not have Shingen just like conk over in the middle of things. It's even possible that initiating this quest might have given him life extension of some kind, because otherwise it would be a pretty tough one to pull off, since you initiate it by winning the battle at which he received the serious wound that killed him, but winning it instead. So if they're like, well, you still have like 2 months and then he's dead, haha, that would be a bit pretty unfair. Anyway, all right, calling it. When I next see you, my friends in the digital age, we'll probably have the Oda officers. We've already got a bunch of them. Yeah, it'll probably be a video mostly of redistributing them. So that's always exciting. I enjoy it just because it makes me feel like I'm getting to do something with, like, the work I did actually gave me tools to help me get even more powerful. Get more powerful. See you guys next time.